guys, what's going on? My name is Neremik. Today is February 28th, 2021, and if you've been here for a decent bit of time, you'll know that if I'm uploading today, it means I've successfully made it an entire year of uploading. Not overall, but uploading every single day. You know, it started on this day last year, and it's gonna technically finish. It depends. Last year was a leap year, so if you want to count the extra day, you can, but nah, it started with that one Shenmue episode, and it's either going to end with the Animal Crossing video, which is going up a little bit delayed, or this one, depending on how you want to look at it. And I just have to say, wow. Like, it feels weird, because, you know, I was the person sat here making the videos, editing them and uploading them, but it doesn't feel like something I've done. It feels like something just we as a group of people have done. And honestly, yeah, it is our achievement. You know, the stuff we've done on this channel in the past year has been insane. I put a graph on screen. I want this video to be as just informative and as useful as possible to look back on. We put a graph on. You'll see a little marker in green. That was when the daily uploading started. You can see it for views and subscribers. Yeah, this thing has just, it's done absolute miles for the channel, which is the first thing I want to talk about. There's a lot of things which I want to talk about. In fact, I'm probably going to timestamp them just to make this video, you know, that little bit more. Yeah, seriously, uploading every day, who knew it would increase your subscribers and your views, because, I mean, I had a theory it would for the views, but, like, we'd been stuck on the 200 subscriber range for so long. I had my feelings we'd hit 300, right? But I watched a video actually, just by accident, looking for YouTube Shorts, and we'll get to those. But now I was watching the waterscaping video, and towards the very end, I say like a few choice words. And the first one is, "We're getting really close to 300. Stop that." And it's weird to think that in the time that that video was uploaded to now, we've gained 200 subscribers. Look, I know it's not the biggest subscriber count in the world, but, you know, I like to put things into perspective. If you have, you know, a room full of, you know, 400, you know, let alone even 200 people watching you do stuff, it's quite a large amount of people. You know, I don't think YouTube's got so big now you kind of forget just how big those numbers really are. You can't visualize a million, but you can visualize a few hundred, and that's still quite a lot of people. And, you know, seriously, if you've came from, whether it was 278, I think we started this streak on, or you hung around for, you know, 300s, 400s, either way, thank you. We're coming up, I can't believe I'm going to say this, on 500, okay? And that is in no small part due to, I'll get into everything else, but that small a day that I want to do, at the very end of the streak, I did start doing YouTube Shorts, and those have just done, again, absolute miles. You know, they've been getting views because people enjoyed the clips, and I've been getting subscribers from them, but, yeah, those weren't the real source of it. Honestly, if I want to attribute all the good stuff that's happened in this past year, there are two things I need to give absolute credit for, first and foremost. Because there was a lot of other stuff, but these two things, I think, are probably the reason which we're still going, or even started going. And the first is kind of weird, but at the time I started the upload streak, I used to call every night with someone I went to college with. I'd record a video before we went on call, we'd play games, and, you know, I used to just edit, and they'd watch Shenmue even though they had no interest in it. And I remember one day, it was a few days before the Let's Get a Boat video came out, which signified the start of the upload streak, whether I knew it or not. And they said, you know, why don't you give daily uploading a go? We're going to be stuck inside, our classes are pretty easy. They said something like that. And I was like, you know, I'll try and upload for a week. And I did. And I saw the views for that week. You know, they were still pretty much the same, but I saw that they were, you know, they were going up. Because, you know, I was uploading more, but the videos I was uploading extra were, you know, getting the same amount as views as a regular one. And I was like, hey, you know, if people are enjoying this, I'll go. Try and make it a month. And then, I think once I hit a month, I was getting inklings. And then, of course, I think you see where we've ended up. I don't think without that push I would have done it. Chances are they don't remember it, but I certainly do. And the second thing, probably the biggest kicker, daily uploading helps, okay? It helps just get views and subscribers up. In a general sense, it probably doubled what we were doing, which is insane. But I can't mention this upload streak without New Horizons, okay? I attribute the fact that I started to someone else. But that game, man, I could sit here and talk about just how good those weeks, months were, where just all on my mind was New Horizons, New Horizons, New Horizons. I think it must have been through March to the beginning of September where I was fully sucked in with it. I maybe have been let down by an update or two, but seriously, take me back. I mean, I suppose they are. The year is looping. It's kind of weird. We're at the point now where, a year ago, give it 20 days, probably the most influential game for my channel is going to come out, and hey, I can kind of relive that in some small aspects, I guess. The events and whatnot will replay, so it'll be cool. I'm interested to see what that's going to come out with, but yeah, we had some insane videos, whether it be villager hunting, inviting Bob and Rolled. We tried a few more invitings that didn't work out too well. Even just the waterscaping, cliffscaping episodes did really well, and those didn't have to do well. I think YouTube, just that month, they saw, this guy's got Animal Crossing content on lockdown, we'll give him a little boost. And honestly, if that's what happened, I'm grateful, and if not, I'm just grateful I got lucky then. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy to think we're here. We did other things too. I'm not going to negate those. The reviews we've done, I've got another one in the works. Those were big things I did not think I could ever do. They came out and they got a bunch of recognition. Seriously, I think the Sonic Unleashed one and New Horizons one are two of the just finest videos I've ever made. This last year, it wasn't just about uploading daily, but the stuff that happened in that last year too. And the kind of things that uploading daily opened, it was yeah, I'm happy with that. Seriously, thank you if you've been along for any portion of the ride. Whether you just watch Animal Crossing, or you just watch the Sonic stuff, or you watch just whenever you feel like it, it all adds up. And honestly, I cannot say this enough. Thank you. This is something we did, and honestly, this next year, we're going to keep going. I'm going to keep looking to improve. I'm not going to change my content. I actually had a few debates, just kind of with myself a few months ago, whether I want it to become really famous or just famous enough by doing this. And I think if I could get monetized, that's a nice goal. But I certainly don't want to become international superstar, appeal to everyone. I'd rather just be me, and if the people that are cool with me are along for the ride, that's all that really matters. I don't want to be another dream, or just any big YouTuber really. If there's a trend and I happen to get big off it, and I'm enjoying it, then maybe. But for the time being, I'm really happy with where we're at. Again, 400 does not seem big in the sense of YouTube, but you try and fill this room behind me with 400 people, all trying to watch my screen, you're gonna have a bad time. And yeah, honestly, this past year, I like to think that I've been able to make the most of it. And yeah, we're not stopping. Like I said, after this video, content's gonna resume as usual. Review is scheduled for the 31st of March, be there. It's not even gonna get premiered, it's just getting dropped, so, arrive if you want. And seriously, thank you. It's been one ride. There's been ups and downs, certainly technical hiccups. My entire computer corrupting is probably up there with top 10 lapses in my judgment, but we've made it through, regardless of what was thrown at us. And yeah, I think that's my video. I think it's everything I wanted to say. I feel like I'm on absolute cloud 9 right now. It's just, you don't just upload for a year. Even if it is just 20 minutes recording and then an hour exporting and maybe half an hour to upload, finding the time to do that every day is difficult, but I'm really happy I was too. And I think it goes without saying, but a year is just the beginning. I've touched on this in a few videos before, but I want to say it here. I am going to university, but I am really fortunate to be in a situation where I can stay at home and go to university. I'm not leaving.